How's it going? My name's Sean. I'm a full-time clothing eBay reseller, and today we got the best week of sales. Damn. Hey, I'm Sean. I'm a full-time eBay clothing reseller, and today I'm going to share with you guys my best sales of the week. I'm doing this every week, and we're going to start off with a good one. We have a Polo Ralph Lauren. This is a linen. It's the Blake cut. It's a long sleeve button shirt, blue, and it's a men's medium. So this linen, anything Ralph Lauren 100% linen is going to sell for good money. This one sold for $39 plus $8.99 shipping, so they're right in under about $50. I tried it on for myself. It was too big. I didn't really like the feel of it, but hey, people like linen, especially in the spring and summer, so if you find linen, check out the comps because you might make some money on it. Back at it again. This is another Ralph Lauren. This is a linen shirt as well. It's a long sleeve button shirt, but this is the Ocean Wash edition. So I don't really know what the Ocean Wash means, but every time I see it, it sells for pretty good money. This one went for $29.99 plus $8.99 shipping. So really good purchase here. And hey, these blue linen shirts seem to be doing well, right? These next two items are a combined order. These are the FJ FootJoy sleeveless quarter zip pullovers. Now, these sold together for $90 plus $11.98 shipping. And the reason it's $11.98 is because I charge $8.99 shipping for one item and $2.99 for any additional items. So that makes $11.98. And that'll stack up all the way to as many items as they decide to order, unless they ask for like a little bit of a deal because they ordered so many. Since he got two, he's paying the extra shipping, but they're going to go in one package, probably under a pound too if I'm lucky. Now, the reason these sold for so much money is because it has the FootJoy FJ embroidery on the collar, and they're actually from like a pro player's kit that FootJoy makes for him and like his sponsors buy. So it had a bunch of logos and like embroideries on it for the different companies that sponsor that golfer. If you can find the exact golfer and you're sure it's a pro golfer, I wouldn't necessarily put his name in the title, but you could put pro PGA player. And if it's a good player, they're going to sell for good money. So like I said, $90 plus $11.98, so right over $100 for these two. And it's Masters Week, so that kind of increases the value of golf stuff because people are thinking about golf and they're like wanting to buy their favorite player's stuff. So pretty cool sale here. Look out for the FootJoy with the embroidery on the collar. First item up, we have a pair of Levi's cargo camo pants. Now this camo is a bit different. I don't know the name of it, but I just put brown camouflage. This sold for $19.99 plus $8.99 shipping. Definitely a really good sale. It was my full asking price, so maybe I can bump it up $5 next time and see if I can get a little more for it, but really happy with this kind of sale. Like I said, anytime I find camo, I definitely look it up. Some brand names, you know, they're not military branded, but they're Levi's or maybe they're designer type brands that have camo. Ralph Lauren is a good example. Those can go for some pretty good money, so definitely take a look and see if you can find some profit in them. This right here is actually a military branded military uniform like cargo shorts. This one is called the Multicam. It's one of the newer ones, but I don't know if they still use it in active duty. However, I list these as collectibles because technically you're not supposed to sell any military uniforms. These sold for $20.99 plus $8.99 shipping. I sell these all the time. The larger sizes, if it's a large regular, large long, extra large regular, those sell for the most money. This one was a medium long, which sold, you know, pretty good, but I priced these at $29.99 plus shipping. It's really hard to like pass these up because they've just been a consistent seller for me in my store. This is a Ralph Lauren. It's a long sleeve button shirt. It's a 3XL pink stripe. Anytime you see XLT or big, definitely pick it up. Sold for $15 plus $8.99 shipping. This is another one of those FootJoys that was like the pro golfer shirts. It has the lapel FJ embroidered here, and it also has a bunch of patches on the front and on the sleeves. If you can identify the golfer that it's tied to, that's good. I didn't use this golfer's name in the title. I just put pro PGA player, and they're going to be able to figure out the guys that know what they're looking at. They're going to know which golfer it is, or at least like a handful that it could possibly be tied to. This one sold for $35 plus $8.99 shipping. This is two more of the same one. This one's an all over print, and then this one here is just a white one, but the collar has a little detailing to it. It sold for $70 plus $8.99 shipping. So like I said, pricing them at about $49, accepting $35 as an offer on a bunch of them. Really good sales here. Really happy. So this is just another one of those FootJoys. It's one of 30. I'm going to pull the rest of them off camera, but this gentleman, he bought 30, so I gave him a little bit more of a deal. I think I took 27 on some of the used ones, and then for like the long sleeve quarter zips, I gave him for 35, I think. So he's all in for $1,061.70. So I'm going to pack that up. I'm going to pay for insurance on that label, And yeah, it's just a really good sale if you come across something like that and it has some value. Now, this is another eBay seller that is buying all these, but I paid really low for these, and he's going to flip them probably to the exact buyer who's going to pay the most money. But I'm just glad that I don't have to sit on all these shirts for forever. Pretty cool piece here. This is an Under Armour camouflage long sleeve. It's like the cold gear type stuff. It's got the mock neck. It's a compression shirt. So with compression, I usually put firm fit because a lot of people buy this and they're way too heavy to wear a compression shirt, and then they say it's too tight or it's like a kid size or a youth size. But Under Armour will typically have a Y for youth size, and then for the women's, it'll be a smaller emblem like in the back, or like wherever the Under Armour logo is, it's going to be a little smaller. The men's, it's like a bigger size, and then for kids, I think it's a bigger size, but it has the Y to make it for youth. So this one sold for $19.99 plus $8.99 shipping. Definitely a good thing to look out for Under Armour camo. I've also sold the hoodies that are camouflage. Those go for pretty good money too. Got this Vineyard Vines swim trunks. This is like the American flag. It's got the whales all over the blue part. However, it has this pink in the white because whenever it washed, the red bled into the pink. So I made sure to put the white looks like pink. Still sold for $15.99 plus $8.99 shipping. Vineyard Vines is pretty good. Anytime I see American flag, something like that on a swim trunk, I'm a sucker for it because I think it's the perfect 4th of July swim trunk, and I'll usually buy it if it's a decent brand. Like I said, this one probably would have went for a little bit more money, but because it's pink instead of white, I made sure to disclose that in the listing, and it didn't go for as much. Still an awesome piece, though, in my opinion. This looks just like a standard pair of green cargo pants, but it's actually Denim and Supply Ralph Lauren. It's like the fatigue look, and that's anything that's kind of military related. This sold for $69 plus $8.99 shipping. I had it priced at $99, but I decided to accept a little bit lower offer because it did sit for some time. However, this was a great pickup. Anytime you see Ralph Lauren with like the military fatigue, standard issue, some of those types of words that might be on the labels, it's going to go for pretty good money. Some of these go for even more than what this one sold for, but I'm still really happy with this sale. This was a combined sale. Both of these are J. Crew pieces. Now, J. Crew is super saturated. It's not like a high selling brand unless you find some of their blazers or some of their more special pieces. This was the J. Crew Knit Goods Henley. It's a long sleeve Henley, but it also has the snap at the buttons. Instead of just like the buttons, it's a snap right here. And this one is the J. Crew Always. This is like their vintage line. I guess it said Always there. This one actually had a stain on it, and this one was just like a size small in blue. They ended up selling together, buyers all in, for $30.99. So whenever I find J. Crew, if it's a bit unique like these two are, and I can pay less than like $4, I usually pick them up, and this is typically how they sell. And it was a repeat buyer, so really happy to have those repeat buyers understand my store and know that they can get like a bit of a discount. I don't even think I discounted these, but if he would have asked for a discount because he's a repeat buyer, I absolutely would have given him one. This is a brand I love to sell. It's a Polo Ralph Lauren. Now, this was the rugby style. You can tell it's rugby because it'll have a bit thicker of stitching right here at the bottom of where the buttons are at, and sometimes it has like some padding on the back a little bit. It's kind of like a raised, I don't know, weave that they do in there. Anyway, this one sold for $22 plus $8.99 shipping. It's white and blue striped, and it's a size small to sell for that much money. Had this been like a large or anything like that, it probably would have sold for a little bit more, but super happy about this. Make sure to put rugby in the title. That's what I do, and I usually end up selling them pretty quick. This brand is called Cricket. It's designed in Austin, Texas. It's a long sleeve polo in pink, and it's a men's medium. I've been finding this more and more recently since I first discovered it. The first time I found it, I could tell that the cotton was really thick and it just felt like good quality. This one's actually like thinner cotton, more of like your standard feel for a shirt. But if you see that Cricket emblem, it looks kind of like a C with like a sword through it or something like that. It's going to sell for pretty good money. This one ended up going for $21 plus $8.99 shipping. This is another one of those FootJoys that was the pro PGA players. It has dolphins all over. It's an all-over dolphin print. Kind of crazy. Sold for $50.89 plus $8.99 shipping. This is a Columbia PFG. It's the Super Bomber short sleeve button shirt, and it's got this nice blue and green plaid. This plaid in particular, I've done much better on than some of the other ones. This was a 2XL as well, so it sold for $15.99 plus $8.99 shipping. Some of the thrift stores will price PFG up a lot because they know that they're pretty popular fishing shirts. If you can find them for like $5 to $7, maybe 9, but it's got to be a pretty good shirt to sell for 9. I would recommend like that 7 as being like the very top you'd want to buy one for, mainly because they're lightweight, so they're going to ship for a little bit less. They're not going to be priority. And now that it's spring and summer, these are going to be selling a lot faster. But yeah, anytime I find them under 5, I pick them up almost just, regardless of how the design looks or anything like that. If it's a little bit cooler, you can pay a little bit more because it'll sell for a little bit more. This is from that same FootJoy PGA Tour lot. So this was stained on the backside. It's a long sleeve quarter zip pullover. I accepted an offer on this one for $20 plus $8.99 shipping. Great sale. Anything Peter Millar, FootJoy, the golf type brands, if it's a quarter zip, long sleeve, or sleeveless, it's going to sell for pretty decent money. Just make sure to look up the comps so you can price it right and make sure you buy at the right price. We've got a pair of Mountain Hardwear gear convertible zip-off pants. These are beige, and you can see the Mountain Hardwear gear because it's got like a nut on it as like the emblem. And these sold for $15 plus $8.99 shipping. I had them priced at $19.99 plus $8.99. A buyer offered me $10, and then I countered with $15 plus the shipping, and he accepted. Anytime you find these convertible pants, I always do pretty well at them. Some of them go for a little bit more money, but you're looking for like the hiking type brands, the REIs, the PFGs, even these Mountain Hardwares, things like that. It's nylon, I think polyester, maybe. It's pretty good stuff. It's not cotton though, so these sell for pretty decent money. We've got a Ralph Lauren. This is a long sleeve XL button shirt. It's blue-green plaid. It sold for $15 plus $8.99 shipping. So that's right at like that $24 mark, $25 mark that I like to be at. We've got a combined order here. This is 2 Cabela's 3XLT long sleeve button shirts. So when it comes to Cabela's, they don't do that great, but 3XLTs do pretty well. The buyer is all in for $57.11 on these 2 items here. I end up finding a bunch of them this size, and some of them were selling individually, but this one sold together. Anytime you find the same brand in the same size, ideally a buyer will buy 2 or more. That's like the perfect situation, but as long as each of them can hold on their own individually and you can make money with the purchase on it, then it's okay buying all of them because there's a good chance you're going to get at least 1 or 2 combined orders for that particular brand and size. This is a really cool sale right here. This is a Ralph Lauren, but it's the long sleeve rugby, and it's the rugby style because the collar will be a little thicker. Sometimes there's stuff on the back side that's kind of like quilted almost, and then in the front underneath the buttons it'll have like a bit of a thicker stitching pattern. This one had like the number 8 patch on the back, and it's that navy blue, maroon, and yellow, so pretty cool, almost like that iconic look you would see, especially if somebody's in like England or they're big into like the soccer stuff. It sold for $48.99 plus $8.99 shipping. I had it priced at around $59.99 plus shipping, and I ended up accepting an offer because I felt like it was a pretty good deal. This is another FootJoy quarter zip. It had a stain on the back, but it still sold for $25 plus $8.99 shipping. We've got a Brooks Brothers polo. This is a men's 2XL in white. This is the 346 Brooks Brothers. They have like the 1818 and the 346. I find that the 1818 sell better, but if you can find the casual sizing of Brooks Brothers, meaning it's like large, extra large, 2XL, and not like a neck size, like 17 or 16 or anything like that, seems to do a little bit better. This was a solid white, so always look for stains. Sold for $15.99 plus $8.99 shipping. Right here we have a cinch long sleeve pearl snap. This is the blue paisley. I thought this was a really sweet piece. I posted it for like $24.99 plus shipping. I took an offer of $15 plus the $8.99 shipping. I felt like it was a really good deal. It's a really good shirt. I kind of wish it was my size, but let's be honest, I don't think I could pull this shirt off. We got a shoe sale here. This is a pair of Merrell's hiking shoes. It is Gore-Tex, and yeah, it sold for $23.50 plus $8.99 shipping. Shoes sell for a lot more than clothes. This will pack probably in a legal flat rate. You can kind of squish them together and get them in that envelope. I stopped picking up shoes just because it takes up a lot of space and storage, but still a lot of good money in shoes. We have this J. Crew. This is a 100% cashmere long sleeve sweater. It's an XL in green. Sold for $24.99 plus $8.99 shipping. Next sale is a brand called Everlane. Everlane is a really good seller. This is a long sleeve button shirt. It sold for $24.99 plus $8.99 shipping. I wish I found more Everlane. It sells really fast and for pretty good money. This brand here is called Rhone. This was a short sleeve polo. Rhone's a pretty good brand. Their quarter zips sell for more money. I took an offer on this of $15 plus $8.99 shipping. Felt like it was a pretty good deal for somebody. Rhone's definitely a brand I like to pick up. This is a pair of zip-off pants. This is Mountain Khakis. Mountain Khakis has this MK here, and it sold for $29.99 plus $8.99 shipping. It was a big size, a 36 by 36. Sold for really good money. I'm really happy about this sale. This item right here is a pair of proper military cargo style pants. I say military because it's a good keyword. They're not actually like military issued, but Proper is a brand that does develop military clothing. So anyway, I didn't even put military in the title with saying all that. These sold for $19.99 plus $8.99 shipping. It's black. It's a men's medium. Really good seller on these. I've had these not sell as well. Maybe because the beige ones aren't as good, and I've sold some of those in the past, but these black ones did pretty well, so I'm definitely going to pick these up again. All right, we got a Polo Ralph Lauren. This is the XLT Tall. It's a short sleeve polo. It's blue, white stripe. Really classic look here. Sold for $20.99 plus $8.99 shipping. Yes, it happened. The Western Frontier jacket sold. A buyer made an offer. It was $48.99 plus $8.99 shipping. He said he wanted to match like his brothers. They have the same type of jacket. So he's going to get that jacket. A pretty good deal. It did look really good on me in that one sourcing video. That actually performed really well. But I'm going to sell it because that's what I do. I sell the clothes. This is another one. Damn. We got a pair of Mountain. Damn.